Get over here!
So I wasn't kidding when I said that last chapter was kind of the breaking point, because now we got a lot of access to the map. We did a lot of maintenance with our party members. We got them some new equipment and everything. We kind of also inadvertently decided who we're going to be keeping and who we're going to be benching for the most part.
Which led to some tough decisions.
Yeah, especially, again, what really made the difference, and it's unfortunate, is losing Rennick. Like, because we missed him, we missed out on that member card, and as a result, we basically just missed out on a lot of, general purpose boons that we could have utilized throughout the playthrough, which we don't have access to now.
Can we take this moment then maybe to tell the audience who we're probably benching?
Yeah, so we looked through our roster, and as of right now, we're not sure how much more we're going to use Saleh.
Yeah, I think Saleh is a good sub.
Yeah,
for if something happens to loot.
He's basically our B team at this point, but
yeah.
We're kind of investing in Loot, Artur, and Natasha at this point when it comes to mages.
Saleh's in a good place to step in if we need him.
Exactly. The same thing with Cormag. Cormag is one unit that I want in our back pocket in case something happens to Vanessa. Here's the problem. We only have one Elysian whip at this point.
Yeah, and we have the Master Seal, but we already have a plan about that.
Exactly. So, Vanessa's a lot more invested in at this point, and she's been performing really well, so we're going to keep her around. Pretty much everyone up here we're still going to keep. Ford is also kind of in our backup unit.
Yeah.
He's he's still generally decent.
But between
him and Franz.
Yeah, between Dussel and Franz, I don't think there's much room left for Ford.
Yeah. Tana, we're basically benching at this point. She's way too weak to make a difference, and between her and if we were to choose between her and Cormag, we're going to choose Cormag.
Yeah, Tana's the third string pick at this point.
Yeah, Garcia...
Good unit. This isn't about who is a good unit overall. It's mostly on who is already trained.
Yeah, who's already trained and who we're going to be taking into the end game. Garcia, I'm sorry to say I like this guy, but he's also benched.
Wait, who is that?
Who is that? Yeah, we're just gonna gloss over it. No, we're not gonna disrespect Mulder like that anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, Mulder's also benched. Same thing with La Rochelle, actually.
Yeah, La Rochelle is one of my favorite characters in this game.
Yeah, but... we wanted to use La Rochelle, but the only reason we brought her into that one chapter is to try and get Rennick, and we failed on that. And she's far too weak at this point.
And we're already heavy on spellcasters.
Heavy on spellcasters, and a lot of them are going to be able to use staves at this point. Lute can use staves, Artur will be able to use staves, and Natasha, well, we've already gotten there.
Yeah, we don't need La Rochelle.
Yeah, we're benching Naomi because we pretty much have Inez to fill that role. Same thing with Kyle. Dozla's our backup. Dozla's one of our backup units.
Yeah, Dozla, it's nice to know that he could potentially step in if something happened to Ross. But...
Yeah, same thing with Noel. Noel has potential. Unfortunately, he's kind of he's not the greatest unit, unfortunately. The only reason I might consider using him sometime in the future, if we need to build him up, is the fact that we have Gleipnir in our inventory. And as much as I like them, we're going to bench Amelia and Ewan.
I always use them too, but with the restrictions we put on ourselves for level grinding, it doesn't make sense to put too much time into Ewan and Amelia this late in the game.
Exactly. I love these two, especially Amelia, but it's just not in the cards at this point. Especially because I think we're actually going to consider the option of bringing Dussel into the end game, because Dussel's just that good.
Yeah, Dussel showed up ready to play.
And he showed exactly why he's as good as his reputation suggests. So that's our general idea. Everyone else that we have not mentioned, for the most part, we are still going to have in our main roster. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room, is Marissa. So, Marissa, we're going to try and invest in as much as we can because we want an assassin in our roster. So to start...
We're thinking that's going to be... Yeah, go.
Yeah, so start, we're going to do this. We're using the energy ring. And going to our supply... She's going to be our unit to use Matisse's Tome.
Yep.
So, she's going to be the one to, maturity increased. I like that wording. She's going to be the one we're going to invest in with those, especially because it kind of works in our favor. She's level 11. So she has more of an opportunity to get those stack rolls.
Yeah, you want to use it on somebody that you plan to give a lot of levels to.
Yep, and given that we're kind of entering our training arc with this playthrough, this is the time to do it.
Yep.
In addition, we're going to give Gilliam those Swift Soul boots. So we're going to have a mobile armor unit here.
Yeah. Gilliam is going to be our general, and once we decided that the writing was really on the wall for Amelia.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to train Amelia 30 levels when we can just train Gilliam 3.
I'm glad we have her. I'm glad we have her in our roster, and I'm glad, we, recruited her from that one chapter. But, it's just, we tried. We wanted to try and get, get more out of these units, but we have to make decisions when it comes to an Iron Man run. And as for what our plan is today, is down here. These guys down here in Beltrhroen. The name of the unit here are Tarvos, which are basically centaurs.
Yeah.
So here we go.
So this is our second skirmish. If you don't remember our rules, we can only do a skirmish in each place once.
Yes.
So we have done Zaha Woods, and now this is our skirmish for Beltrhroen.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the map real quick. I'm actually not sure what level these guys are at. They shouldn't be too high. Yeah, they're not too terrible. Level 8, level 10. We got some high level, we got some high level, promoted units here, specifically with this Entombed. But for the most part, these guys should be easy pickings for Marissa in particular. So we are a little bit surrounded here. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is we're going to go down here, try and get these guys and turtle up a little bit. So we're going to bring in the units that we want to either level up or max level so we can get them promoted. So we're going to see you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
So fun little fact, by the way, we've never been here.
Yeah, this is from Ephraim's story.
Yep. So, yeah, we're pretty much just gonna have at it here. Let's see how well these guys can do.
She doesn't have the killing power she needs.
No, but she's got the dodging power. We should be able to do what we need to do, in order to... Let's see what she can do with the Shamshir.
Okay.
Maybe if she crits, that'll pretty much, guarantee the kill.
Okay. Good one.
What did I say?
Good time to crit.
What makes me feel better about this as well is that that's a Sharp Claw. So, this tells me that anyone with anything weaker, the Sharp Claw is usually the strongest weapon that monsters can have. She's still good.
Yeah.
And let's do it again. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to do with Marissa, is just get as many kills with her as possible. Even if we have to run out that Shamshir.
Yeah. So once she's an assassin, she can use a lockpick. I gotta figure out where we can get her another lockpick.
Yeah, that's kind of the question, isn't it? Very nice, Marissa. That's what I want to see. So, yeah, we can kind of just, have at it here. What we can probably do is, have Garrick bait this Entombed into attacking him. That'll also put him out of range of everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. And everyone else can pretty much be on standby. What's the strength of this? 8. The Iron Blade is 9, so yeah, Steel Sword.
I like this track a lot. This is one of my favorite
Oh,
tracks
this is a really cool track. This is Ephraim's theme, isn't it?
I think so.
Ephraim's battle theme, quote unquote. What's your thing? Steel Lance. You're not in range of that Entombed, are you? No, you're not. Let's have Franz bait that one, skeleton dude. And hey, we got support with Gilliam as well.
So hopefully we find at least one more promotion item, because...
Yeah. You're good.
We did, kind of look through all of the promotion items we have now and what we want to use where, but I didn't account for Joshua. I don't know how Joshua's going to promote right now unless we find something else.
Oh yeah, that's true. Given the fact that he requires a hero's a hero crest?
Yeah, so we got Garrick, Joshua, and Marissa are all supposed to promote. That's 3 heroes crests we would need, and we have 2.
That's right. That's probably something we're gonna have to research later, possibly.
Yeah.
Man, this thing has a crap ton of health. Good stuff, Garrick.
Yeah, not too much health for Garrick. So when possible, we're finishing things off with Marissa, right?
Nice, Franz. Unnecessary, but nice. Yeah, wherever we can, we want to get the killing blow with Marissa. But we're not going to neglect everyone else of experience either, because we want to get at least, like, some of these guys to, like, maximum level.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, oh, this is tasty. Sure. So we're going to move Gilliam up here. No, we're not going to attack with you yet. Let's actually finish this guy off with Joshua, because Joshua needs to catch up a little bit too.
Yeah. We tend to be very careful with our Myrmidons because they're not as beefy as other units, and because of that, they don't get as much experience.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, I want to specifically finish that Entombed with Marissa, because the Entombed specifically are, like, sources of a crap ton of experience.
Yeah.
And yeah, Natasha might be promoted, but we need a healer, and, like, while we could have brought one of our lesser healers into the mix, we do generally want to, like, focus on the characters that we're going to level up.
Yeah, as far as healers, there aren't any unpromoted healers that we're actually planning on using.
Yeah. Nice! That's what I want to see, Marissa. Look at all that experience. That's a level up in and of itself. Good! Good. Okay, yeah, this is working. Like, depending on the choice that we have to make later down the line, I do agree that we're gonna have to make a choice, in regards to, like, the Hero Crest situation.
Yeah.
But
I mean, maybe we'll find another one. I don't remember exactly.
There has to be at least one more Master Seal.
Yeah.
Sitting somewhere. Speaking of which, actually, let me actually look at the items that these guys have, because, hey, look at that! We can get some gold out of them as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy's got an elixir. That's good. One of these guys had a killer bow. I want to keep track of that. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, he's attacking Gilliam. We're fine! Yeah, Franz, let's go ahead and have you with the short spear.
There is a Hero's Crest in Chapter 16 that an enemy will drop.
Perfect.
So actually...
So we're pretty good, then.
Actually, we'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah, what chapter are we on?
16 is the next chapter we actually have to do.
Perfect! Yeah, that works out. Then yeah, if we want to bring in, like, one of the units that aren't promoted yet, we can always, like, bring them into there, and they can promote, like, mid-chapter.
Yeah. How many skirmishes we can do before we go to Chapter 16 is partially based on RNG of where enemy groups decide to spawn.
Yeah, that's just how we're gonna have to, like... We're gonna have to, like, play that out as best we can.
Yeah. Also, we can go into the Tower of Valmy. We're saving that pretty much as long as we can.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got this, this guy coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned, though.
I mean, I think either Gilliam or Joshua will be okay from one attack from Tarvos.
Okay, meanwhile, what do you have? You have a dragon spear. Interesting choice.
Good thing we don't have any dragons here.
Yeah, we don't get her until, like, next chapter, if I recall correctly, right?
Right. I think it would also be super effective against Cormag.
True.
Against his Wyvern.
Yeah, why not? Let's have Artur handle this. Yeah, because, like, while I'm not too concerned about these monsters, we do want to keep ourselves from getting surrounded.
Now, the thing about the dragon unit in this game, Myr...
Yes.
She comes in with her Dragonstone. It has 50 charges. That is it. She hits really hard, but once those 50 charges, once that Dragonstone breaks, she's done.
Yep.
And we don't have Hammerin, so...
Yeah, that's the other thing that we lost when we missed out on Cormag, so...
On Rennick.
Or, not Cormag, yeah, Rennick. So, like, that is a thing that we're gonna have to, like, unfortunately keep in mind when it comes to, who we bring in and who we don't.
Yeah. So yeah, Myr is a great nuke, but you have to use her sparingly, because you only get 50 attacks with her total.
Mm-hmm.
For the remaining, 6 or 7 battles you can actually use her in.
Yeah, let me see this guy's movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Yeah, I trust Gilliam to be able to handle himself. So I think we can just leave him there.
Yeah.
With another unit, probably like Garrick over here, just to make sure that everyone else remains safe.
Yep.
So, you want to hear a funny story lately?
Yeah.
So recently, I'm pretty sure this is the case for a lot of people, but I've been playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And I tweeted recently that I 100%ed the game.
Yeah.
At least I think I did.
Yeah.
I got 6 medals.
It's a little hard to tell because it doesn't, there are some levels with secret exits that it doesn't tell you they have secret exits.
Yeah.
Or actually have a third Wonder Seed in and it doesn't tell you.
Well, there's a system later on that you'll find out that if you get 100% of something, it'll give you a medal.
Oh, cool.
Which means, you got every flagpole, you got every 10 coin, you got every Wonder Seed, yada yada, so on and so forth.
That makes sense. That's how the new Super Mario Bros. Games were, too.
Yeah, I got 6 of them, so I'm thinking I got them all, and there was this one thing that happened at the end, I'm not going to spoil it, that happens that basically told me, okay, yeah, this is definitely 100%. Don't quote me on that, though. But the funny thing is I put out the tweet that said, 100%, I think I 100%ed this game, and it was a lot of fun, and it was, very enjoyable, and I'm glad. Time to do it all again. And the reason I said that is because I'm the type of person who believes, hey, when you play a game and at the end of it you're like, I can't wait to do that again, that's a sign of a good game. Yeah. And that was me basically saying that Super Mario Bros. Wonder, fantastic game, I can't wait to do all that again. This one guy commented, it was like, oh man, you're gonna do it all again? I envy your lack of a backlog, dude. And I'm like...
Yeah, I think that was...
Both of you to assume I don't have a backlog!
Yeah, I think that was loyal fan of the show Cameron on Twitter, but...
Yes. It was him, and I'm like, bruh, I wish I didn't have as much of a backlog as I did.
Meaning no disrespect, but that's not what's happening here.
No, not in the slightest. And, the funny thing is I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have as much of a... I'm pretty sure my backlog is going to increase even further, because one game I'm playing right now is going to take me forever to play through, and it's Baldur's Gate 3. And those of you who played Baldur's Gate 3 know how big of a game it is. By the way, Tethys is maxed out.
Nice. Wait, I think she keeps leveling up at... Oh, no, she does stop at 20.
Yep. She's not like the dancers in later games.
I was thinking she was, racing.
Nope. She does not do that.
Okay.
Okay, gotta keep an eye on this guy. He's got a killing edge. But Marissa can finish this guy off with a... Yep. Her accuracy is really good. So I'm definitely gonna take that. Dude, we're getting numbers with Marissa right now. I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. Yeah. What do we want to finish this guy off with? Let me actually see how Vanessa does against this guy. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, yeah, beautiful.
Give her that, and
that way she can, easily make her way back. Awesome. So you've been playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder from, I came in today and you were playing it.
Yeah, I was working on some Secret World stuff.
How you liking it?
I like it a lot. I got, like, some people were, like, telling me their thoughts on it and being, like, a little bit of a bummer. And,
why?
Like, I think it was
if you don't mind me asking, mind you.
Yeah, I want to say this in a way, like, I'm not just shutting down their opinion.
Right.
But I was like, I think he just, like, might not be, like, a 2D Mario kind of guy. I think there's always been a lot of scrutiny around 2D Mario since the new Super Mario Brothers games.
I can honestly understand that, given, like, you know, they've been kind of, like, accused of the whole, like, Call of Duty sin of, like,
there was a lot of them in a short amount of time.
Very, very. A lot of them in a short amount of time, and they, like, not to say that, like, this is, like, 100% true, because it isn't, but, like, there's a reason for the stigma, is that they were all very samey.
Yeah. I think they're all... At worst, I think they're solid.
Yes.
I would say the worst one out of that collection... So you got New Super Mario Brothers on the DS, and then New Super Mario Brothers Wii on the Wii.
Yeah.
Then New Super Mario Brothers 2 on the 3DS.
Yes, I remember that
So,
one.
like, already, like, the numbering was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Then there was New Super Mario Brothers U on the Wii U. And then there was New Super Luigi Brothers U.
It was just New Super Luigi U.
Which was you could either buy separately or as add-on DLC to U, but it costs the price of, like, a full game.
Yes.
I think they're all good games. Luigi U and New Super Mario Brothers 2 both felt kind of, like, unnecessary.
Yeah,
or
I know the reason behind New Super Luigi U, and that was the whole thing when they were doing the, like, you know, what's it called? The Year of Luigi. So,
yeah.
like, I kind of treated that one as oh, this is a funny little gag thing, which, honestly, like, was not that bad, because I played New Super Luigi U, and, like, it was a harder version of New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
and I was
the purpose of that one specifically is to be New Super Mario Brothers U hard mode.
Yeah, hard mode and with
or
Luigi.
Like lost levels.
Yeah, and with Luigi. And I was like, you know what? Okay, no, I can accept that one. That one wasn't too bad for me.
Yeah, I like all of those games.
Yeah, for me personally, I think the worst one of the bunch was New Super Mario Brothers 2. Specifically because of the fact that, or not even specifically, but like the whole like it focusing around collecting coins, is a solid idea, but I think the execution could have been better.
It just wasn't as exciting as I think the game maybe thought it was.
Yeah, especially because like, you know, the whole purpose of like it would have been, you know what it is? It would have been better if you could do something with those coins besides just gaining, like, God knows how many lives.
I think that would have helped, yeah.
Like, if there was something else you could do with those coins, like, maybe, like, buy cosmetics for Mario.
I think there was,
like, you know, something like
definitely.
that.
There was, like, an in-game counter for 1,000,000 coins.
Exactly. And, like, maybe you could have, like, made some sort of achievement where you buy 1,000,000 coins, and if you get 1,000,000 coins, you can buy access to this super, like, hyper hard, like, you know, 100% mode level that you could do. Something like that. Like, the problem wasn't the fact that you could collect so many coins in New Super Mario Brothers 2. It's the fact that there was nothing to do with them.
Yeah, if you, like, locked maybe, like, an extra special world behind them.
Mm-hmm. Just something, you know?
Yeah. And it was, like, I think it was also the point where, like, you gotta remember, New Super Mario Brothers on the DS was the newest Mario platformer in 14 years when that came out.
Yep.
Before that, the only, like, official is, like, Yoshi's Island, which is really just a Yoshi game.
Yeah.
And before that, Super Mario World and Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy.
Yep.
So since then, there had been no, like, New Super Mario Brothers on the DS, which is a very small game, was kind of like this neat return to form.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Wii was really good. I have gone very off topic. The point I'm trying to make is I think there was a lot of scrutiny when Wonder came out of people being like, oh, well, this one better be different. And, like,
how much more different can you make a 2D platformer?
Yeah,
especially in the Mario franchise.
I don't want it to be different to the point where it stops being Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are other great 2D games too. There's Donkey Kong Country, there's Rayman Origins, there's lots of stuff.
Yeah.
There is, like, a feel that I expect from my Mario game, so I think they found the right balance of it still feeling like that, but like the Wonder Seeds and stuff, there's a lot of like wacky, gimmicky kind of levels.
Like there was genuine like charm and you know, just it was fun. That was the main thing with Super Mario Bros. Wonder that I personally feel like they really nailed, is just the aspect of fun. And like for some people, that's like all those wacky like gimmicks that they were introducing, which like even if it was one time, it was still fun. Like it was still like nice to experience, like the free fall during like one of the later levels, the piranha plants on parade, which I'm pretty sure they did on purpose to reference pink elephants on parade.
There's a part where you're like space floating.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of it is just like fun, and I think that was the main takeaway from like that entire experience. My personal like okay, I have to ask, of all the Wonder effects and all the things that you've experienced in Wonder so far, like what's a moment that really stood out to you that you were like, oh my god, this is so much fun and I love it? Like a favorite Wonder moment.
Piranha Plants on Parade was spoiled for me, so I can't say that one.
Fair.
I might have been like really enthralled with it if I didn't already know about it.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's cute.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, is that I don't think there have been too many times where something like completely like blew my mind. Like this isn't like Galaxy or Odyssey where it'll have these like moments where I'm like, oh, that's so clever.
Yeah.
It's a smaller budget, smaller scope game.
Mm-hmm.
But there were parts like I like the Ninja Dance Party.
That would actually be mine. I think my favorite of the bunch, like the levels, was Ninja Jump Party. Like I've replayed that level so many times purely because I just love, like, this is me coming from a guy who likes rhythm games.
Yeah.
So that was like right up my alley. I was just like, oh my god, this is so much fun. Especially because I played through the game as Daisy, and hearing Daisy's like jovial like cheering and yelling along with like the music of all that was just so much fun to me. Like it was just like, this makes me feel good. I like this. Can we, like, I want to do more of this. It makes me wish that there were more what's it called? There were more music levels in the game, but at the same time I don't lament like the fact that there were not as many. Like there were still plenty of them, like maybe like another 2 or 3 of them, just like not as much as I would have liked. But I also recognize that if they did more of them as much as I would have liked, then that like it would kind of like
and some people are really bad at those, I think, and would be like miserable if there were like 5 of those blocking their way to 100% completion.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, the good thing is, like, you don't really need to be good at the rhythm aspect to, like, get everything that you need in there. Like, do you need it to, like, get, like, some of the coins and whatnot? Yeah, but you only need to keep it up for, like, 4 jumps in order to get what you need. Like, the game is very forgiving when it comes to the rhythm aspect.
Like, some of the special world levels, like Jump Jump Jump, I think it's called, where it's just, like, a series of platforms that are on a rhythm.
Oh, yeah, that one was tough.
Which isn't really about jumping in rhythm, it's about moving fast enough to keep up with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I shouldn't really count that as a music level. You know which part? There's a part in front of a Goomba statue that you get the Wonder Seed, and then you like have, like, as soon as you grab it, it's like, it like looks like you're dropping into hell.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It wasn't like the most amazing level or anything, but that happened, and I was just kind of like, heh.
That's fun.
I will say the talking flowers don't really do anything for me.
I can appreciate it, honestly. Like, hello.
Arthur and Joshua.
What? That's a thing? Huh. Hang on a sec. Yeah, Arthur can support with Joshua, apparently.
And Joshua's already got his A support with...
Yeah, we pretty much already given up on Nae-Me, haven't we?
Yeah.
So, like, Arthur's not really pairing up with anyone at this point.
Wait. I think we had a thought of who to pair him up with.
Yeah, because he still has an opportunity. It's just a matter of with whom.
Loot, Tethys, Cormag, Nae-Me, Joshua. So I guess...
It would be Cormag if nothing else. But... I don't know, maybe we can get him and Nae-Me, like, up to, like, A tier, like, in, like, off-screen or something. I don't know. Like, it would be something I'd have to think about.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy hasn't moved is bothering me. Because it's like, I don't know if the boss units in this, in these, like, scenarios move at all. And, like, the fact that he hasn't is bothering me.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't move at all.
Maybe let's move up just a little further, but keep it as, like, a wall.
Yeah, I'm kind of just, like...
in case we get charged.
I'm kind of just, like, you know, inching forward with Gilliam, because I know Gilliam will at least be able to take all this. Yeah, why not? Let's see if we can bait him with one of these guys. But yeah, all in all, I think Super Mario Bros. Wonder is really good, honestly.
Yeah.
Is it the best Mario game? Not by any stretch, no. But is it a really, really good 2D Mario game that is worth that was worth my time? I would say so.
I'd say it's a worthy 2D Mario game. Yeah.
I definitely agree. I think my only gripe with the game, like if you were to ask me personally, is, and again, this is one of those complaints that is like, isn't that a compliment? The game's too short. I got through the game pretty quickly. And it's like, again, like, not to say that, like, you know, not to say that, like, I didn't enjoy my time. I just wish, like, I wish there was more. I actually do wish there was more.
Yeah, I was playing it a lot yesterday, and I was surprised how, like, what a huge chunk of it I took out just, like, yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I got through, like, 4 of the worlds, and... yeah, I also, like... you know, I was looking forward to playing it. I wasn't, like, super hyped like some people were for it, and I do think some people, like, got super hyped for it, and then were upset that it wasn't, like, something completely different.
That tends to play into the whole idea of, like, you know, tempering expectations sort of thing, which, like, you know, like, I can understand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, the expectations aren't going to make the game any better or any worse at the end of the day. Like, what you get is what you get, and what you get is what the developers have already implemented into the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of reviewers complaining about, like... it's such a, like, fake controversy thing, but people who are like, oh, I played as Yoshi and I didn't know it was the easy mode and I cheated myself out of the game. And I'm like, it tells you pretty clearly.
I was gonna say, like, the game makes it very clear that, like, the Yoshis and Nabbit are the easy mode of the game.
Yeah. I think it's just nice that it, like, gave you that option.
Mm-hmm.
And Yoshi's my favorite, so, like, I was kind of tempted to, like... I was a little torn between playing as my favorite character and playing the experience that I wanted, which was not easy mode.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm pretty convinced that guy's not gonna move at all.
So who's your... I mean, I already know the answer, but who's your go-to character?
Oh, it was Daisy.
I know it's Daisy.
Yeah, it was Daisy. No questions asked.
I've been going back and forth between Mario and Yellow Toad.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've been going... like, I will say, like, besides Daisy, I've also been, like, playing along with Luigi. Speaking of, and I do want to, like, give credit where credit is due, because, like, I know some people have, like, commented on this, and I'm glad they did, but, like, you know, depends on who you talk to. I just want to give a shout out to Kevin Afghani for, like, doing a really, really good job with Mario and Luigi. Like, honestly, had you not told me that wasn't Charles Martinet, I would have been like, huh, he's going with a different direction with the character, instead of, like, I actually wouldn't have, like, caught on until, like, way later.
It's not distracting at all.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it is good.
Like, I am conscious of the fact now that, like, it's Kevin Afghani and not Charles Martinet, but had you not told me, I would have believed that he just went in a different direction.
Yeah.
Like, with the character. That's all. And, like, I'm really happy. Quite frankly, I'm glad that Kevin Afghani is, like, taking his own, like, twist on the character. Like, I saw this.
It's not like a super radical twist either.
It's not. Like, I saw this one comment that I think I completely agree with in regards to how Kevin is doing Mario and Luigi. They sound more youthful. If that makes any sense. Like, there's a little more energy. There's a little bit more, like, whimsical nature to their voice. Like, they sound... I don't want to say younger. They sound more youthful, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Which,
and I mean, Charles Martinet, he'll always have a place in my heart, but, like...
Oh, no, like...
He couldn't do this forever.
Yeah, like...
And I'm happy to see him, like, respectfully bow out of the position, and Nintendo still, it's all for marketing, but, like, they're still, like, they made a big deal about him leaving the role.
No, like, it's actually...
And he's going to conventions and stuff. There doesn't seem to be any bad blood.
It is really nice to see, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, Charles, like, himself was like, yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time, and you know what? I think I've had my fill.
Yeah.
And he just wants to spend the rest of his life having fun as, like, the recognized role of Mario. Like, at the end of the day, like, we are still going to refer to him as the Mario. That's never going to change.
We actually, in your, top 10 voice actors, we even, like, said that thing about, like,
Charles Martinet is
someday he's going to retire, and, like what's going to happen.
What's even cooler?
The answer is it's gonna be fine.
Dude, what's even cooler is, like, okay, I kind of felt, like, really, really vindicated and really, really cool about this, but after people found out that Charles was retiring and it was Kevin who was taking over the role, I had people actually come back to that video and be like, oh, it finally came through. I remember this moment. And even some new guys came in. Like, I saw some new viewers, like, coming in and is like, oh yeah, like, I guess that is a thing, huh?
Oh, well, that aged interestingly.
Yeah, I was actually really, like, flattered to know that people still remembered that moment from our countdown.
Don't be sad that he's leaving. Be happy that he was here.
Yeah.
Because he did a great job.
And be happy that he's still doing what he loves to do, and that's spreading the joy of Mario. That's the whole point of his new role. And I'm, honestly, like, Godspeed, Charles, we love you. And we always will. And, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, these skirmishes don't have any kind of special end to them. They're very...
Yeah.
I wish we at least had, like, in the new Fire Emblem games, when you finish a skirmish and there's, like, a ting, like, victory screen.
Yeah, like, at the very least, right?
This is just, like, save screen, get out of here.
But at the very least, it gives us, like, an opportunity to talk about things that we just want to. And again, like, we're purely... showing these off on the off chance that someone dies. Thankfully, no one didn't.
I think the last thing I'll say about it is that, like, Kevin Afghani and the other people stepping into these roles, too.
Yes.
Like, isn't doing anything radically different. You can see the difference if you're looking for it, but it's, like, the same guy, and I think 5 years from now, maybe we'll be able to, like, sit down and be like, oh, okay, so let's, like, look at, like, how the performance kind of changed over the years once he's, like, had time. For now, he's just, I think, stepping into the shoes, not trying to, like, create too much of a stir. They're trying to do, like, a smooth transition. But
yeah, and honestly, I think they're doing an excellent job with it.
I'll be interested to see in 5 years if, like, there's a noticeable change in Mario. And if there is, that'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you for joining us for this skirmish of Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. We're probably going to do another one in the next episode, because, again, we want to get these guys to at least promoted level. So, we'll see you guys then.
Yahoo!
Woohoo, Zowie! I gotta say, I really do like that line.
That's like the line of the game. That's like the tagline.
Yep.